Thank you, Nick. Government says it's not taking sides in the Marikana dispute, and Palestinian ambassador to South Africa does. Good afternoon. Government says law enforcement measures undertaken in Marikana are not aimed at undermining the civil liberties of linemen, strikers and residents. Presidential spokesperson Mac Maharaj says the people of Marikana are entitled to freedom of association, expression and assembly as enshrined in the Constitution. He says the state is not taking sides in the dispute and is only intervening in Marikana to end violence and intimidation. Yesterday, 1,000 Defence Force soldiers were deployed to assist police in controlling the 5-week strike. Police fired tear gas at assembling strikers and seized thousands of weapons. The Hawks have confirmed that expelled ANC Youth League President Julius Malema is being investigated for inciting violence during the strike at Lonmin's Marikana mine. Spokesperson Macintosh Polela says they are probing charges that have been brought by Solidarity. He says the Hawks are gathering information to help with the investigation. A month ago, police opened fire on protesters near the Marikana Platinum mine, killing 34 miners and wounding 78. Malema arrived at Marikana 2 days after the shootings and told the crowd that President Jacob Zuma and Police Minister Nathi Mthethwa had to resign. Technical staff will in future be housed at Gauteng's biggest hospitals to deal with maintenance problems. Electrical and mechanical engineers, quantity surveyors and artisans will be deployed at the Chris Hani Baragwanath, Charlotte Maxeke, George Mukhadi and Steve Biko hospitals. This follows constant reports of broken down equipment. Gauteng Infrastructure Development MEC Kadani Mashlangu.
Their preoccupation on daily basis is to make sure that these hospitals do not have difficulties of any built environment of one kind or the other. From maintenance to electrical and mechanical problems on all of those generators and lifts and all of those, their preoccupation on daily basis is to be housed there and work with the hospital management to resolve those issues on daily basis.
The DA has asked for urgent intervention at the Steve Biko Academic Hospital in Pretoria. More than 1,000 patients are on a waiting list for surgery. DA Health spokesperson in Gauteng, Jack Bloom, says he has received a written reply from Provincial Health MEC Hope Papo admitting that 1,600 patients are on a waiting list due to staff shortages and budget cuts. Bloom says this is unacceptable.
For certain operations like cleft palate, they can wait as long as 10 years. This is totally unacceptable. It's very sad that patients have to wait in pain for so long to have surgery. And I really hope that MEC Hope Papo steps in very firmly and fixes up the situation, that these waiting lists can come down drastically. The problem appears to be shortages of staff, also machinery breakdowns and budgetary problems. And I hope that the Gauteng Health Department steps in urgently and cuts down these waiting times drastically.
Palestinian ambassador to South Africa, Ali Halime, has died at the age of 59 in Pretoria. He is believed to have choked to death. He was admitted to the Little Company of Mary Hospital in Pretoria yesterday following chest complaints. He was discharged after the hospital couldn't find anything wrong with him. Halime recently had a stomach operation. His body is expected to be flown to Lebanon on Tuesday. Halime's daughter, Noura, says her father was a great ambassador and politician who cared for the Palestinian people.
I cannot describe what kind of loss we're experiencing right now, but he's leaving a big legacy behind him, and he was a hero by all means. And he was loved by so many people and respected by so many people. And he did good for so many people, and he fought for the Palestinian struggle his entire life. And he gave his life. He gave his life, he gave his health up for that, you know. And he was a dedicated man.